It will be Rowley and Hollis at center court for the opening tip. And the tip is won by the Eagles. Stuck driving in right away. His layup is up, no good. And the ball bouncing loose. They'll say last touch by the Eagles, and it will be Case Western Reserve basketball.
In that first possession alone, you could see the fast pace and speed of that Emory basketball team right off the bat driving inside, although they missed trying to finish off fast.
Hollis brings it up court. Full court press being put on by the Eagles. Spartans break it. This is Newton to the outside. Swings out. It's Volkening. Volkening looking to work against Stuck. Now the far side, Hollis. Hollis with 12 on the shot clock. Kicks out. This is Kella. Kella getting the start today into Hollis. Nice pass. Hollis' layup is up. No good, but he's fouled on the way in by Schneer.
Hollis, one of two guys you got to look for inside. Obviously a great post player, great inside scorer. The other guy on the Spartans who really likes to go inside is Michael Volkening. He's a great at driving, very athletic. Outside of those two, Spartans generally just try to take threes, stay around the perimeter area.
Hollis is 63% shooter this season from the free throw line, but knocks down the first one, and the first point of the game belongs to Case Western Reserve, 1-0 to score.
Exactly.
And that one knocked down. Long cross-court pass. Schneer gets that one blocked. Newton got his hand on that one, out of play. Coach Zimmerman not happy with that call against Emory. Thought that there was a foul. This is Stuck. To the far side, Schneer. Worked into Rowley. Shot is up, and that one's blocked. It was Michael Volkening who got a hand on that. Well, some active hands on defense here early on.
Volkening is a great player on defense as well. Very good all-around player. One of the more underrated guys on this Spartan team.
Schneer driving. Newton not able to turn away that shot.
Well-defended play, though. Emory just took advantage of a bit of a height and nice floater there, but Newton defended well.
To the outside. Hansen. Now into Volkening.
Emory playing really aggressive defense, pressing up against the Spartans, definitely applying pressure to them.
And a turnaround jumper as the rebound pulled down by Newton. Second chance opportunity, no good.
Poor shot there by Kella.
Now in, driving, and a foul. No, they'll call a jump ball. And possession favoring the Spartans here as we take another look at that one. Another good job by Volkening, who was able to tie up there. Got the block on that.
Absolutely. We can already tell, only 2 minutes in, this is going to be a fun game. That's all I can say. So much happening so fast.
Well, two teams that like to play fast.
You are right about that.
Shot by Kella, no good. Rebound Schneer, who's had a couple of grabs already on the boards.
Each team just has to be careful not to be sloppy. Try to push the pace too much. Because
Roman
that
Williams, and that's good. Three-pointer for Roman Williams, who could do that often if you're not careful. And a whistle away from the ball. Not sure what the call was there, but the turnover for the Spartans, and possession goes back to Emory. That's Beatty on the outside. It was actually Beatty who hit the three earlier. Schneer, jumper, and it's good.
Schneer has the highest field goal percentage on the team for Emory, shooting 57.7% on the year. Very consistent threat both inside and out.
Volkening now on the outside. Hansen. Three-pointer Newton is up and no good. Hansen battling for the board. It goes out of play. Last touch by Case Western Reserve.
What I love about Ryan Newton basketball is that he may miss the first 5-6 shots of the game from beyond the arc, but he will keep on trying and he will get hot fast. It just happens. So he has to keep on shooting those and it'll happen for him, even if he misses up front.
Connor Nally checks in the game for the first time today. Three-pointer on the way. No good on the shot by Williams.
Rowley there getting the rebound. He's a leading rebounder for Emory with 8 per game. Just bullied his way inside. Better positioning there. Regardless, Spartan ball now.
7-2, Emory leading. Kind of the opposite of the game we saw down in Atlanta between these two teams, where the Spartans got off to the quick start.
Right now, Emory just looks like they're reaching Spartan pace, but are more athletic. They can finish.
And Hollis has that one deflected as he goes in. No foul called, and in turn, Hollis gets called for a foul.
If I'm Coach Todd McGinnis, I consider taking a timeout here for Case Western. They're trying to go too fast, and they're not athletic enough to keep up with Emory, it looks like. I think they need to slow this pace down and just get good three-point shots. That's how they compete, not trying to get inside.
Hollis heads to the bench with a foul. And checking into the game will be Brady Newton. And checking in for Emory will be the local product, Matt Davitt, the University Heights, Ohio product, St. Ignatius High School. Has a brother, actually, right now, who's a senior at St. Ignatius, a really good player. It's a good basketball-playing family. The outside. Far side now, Schnare. Three-pointer is good. Matthew Schnare, the Boca Raton, Florida product, knocking that one down. It's 10-2, Emory with the early lead.
He's shooting an excellent 43% from beyond the arc this year.
Volkening. Off to Hansen. Hansen, the junior. Working against Davitt, and a foul called away from the ball. I believe on Roman Williams. Indeed it is. So Williams called for the foul. First foul against Williams, and the second team foul against Emory. Clay Washburn, the sophomore out of Brentwood, Tennessee, another talented sophomore for this Emory team. This will be a team that's going to be a tough team to deal with for the next few years. That one thrown in, stolen away by Beatty, who will go the distance, lay it in. And that will make it 12-2. Emory with a 10-point lead, 16:05 remaining, and a 30-second timeout called by Case Western Reserve. We'll take a quick break here with 16:05 left. Spartans trail by 10.
Inspired by the 60s, Dave's Cosmic Subs is spreading love around the world one sub at a time. Voted the best in Cleveland, Dave's Cosmic Subs uses only the freshest ingredients, all wrapped in the history of rock and roll. Dave's Cosmic Subs are perfect for any occasion, especially your next Spartan Athletics gathering. Visit Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry or call 216-320-0330 for delivery. There's only one legendary sub, and that's Dave's.
Well, it's a 10-point lead for Emory early on here. Similar start that Case Western Reserve had against Emory when they played down in Atlanta, and now Spartans will try to turn the tide here. Antonio Ionati into the game for the first time today. Passes off to Hansen. Hansen looking to do something from the outside. Driving in now, the lane is up and good. Well, the Spartans scored the opening points of the game. And that one, Hansen able to get a hand on and knock it out of bounds. Possession will stay with Emory, but all of a sudden Sam Hansen coming alive here.
Excellent layup there. Switched hands to get his left hand layup, and then aggressive defensively, hopefully bringing some energy to the Spartans. Much needed energy at that.
Solomon Wells has also come into the game, so it's Flynn Wells, Nally, Ionati, and Hollis. Stuck takes the inbounds pass. We'll bring it up court for Emory. Gives off to Davitt. Davitt now near side. Beatty with it. Washburn passes off. Davitt working his way in. And he will be fouled on the way in. And a little bit of a push afterwards. And let's see who that one is called against. A technical is issued. And the officials will talk this one over.
Initially looked like a good double team there, but something went down. Solomon Wells looks visibly frustrated right now. Yeah, so that foul will be on Solomon Wells.
Yep, so it's a common foul on Solomon Wells, and then I believe a technical that was called against Matt Davitt. And so some technical free throws coming up here for Antonio Ionati.
Exactly. Ionati shooting 16 for 16 from the line this year. So we'll see if he can keep that streak up of not missing a free throw.
So Ionati here with a chance to knock some down, trim the lead down a bit. First one, though, no good. And that ends a streak, by the way, for Ionati of 16 made free throws to start the year. I believe it was 20 dating back to last season in a row. And he misses them both.
Went from 16 for 16 to 16 for 18. Not ideal.
And a guy who doesn't miss a lot of free throws misses them both there.
A lot of times what you see at the start of the game for Ionati is what you're going to get throughout. He looks like he's a little bit low energy today, which is concerning for the Spartans.
A little bit of a debate as to whose ball it is right now. And they will say it is Case Western Reserve University basketball. A little bit of an emotional game early on here. Is call away from the ball, and it's going to go against Nally, who's a little bit out of control coming into the lane. And that's one of those situations now, Alex, where you have a chance. You get 2 free throws, you get possession. Case Western Reserve comes out with nothing from that, and that's a tough break there because that's a chance to really eat into this lead. Instead, it stays at 8 points.
You're absolutely right, and this is why the Spartans, although they started off the year so strong, have become weaker against when they've been playing against their UAA opponents. They've got to really, really capitalize on easy opportunities, and they haven't done that recently.
Stolen away by Wells, who got tripped up as he was going out of possession. Will those stay with the Spartans? So Case Western Reserve keeps possession with 15:05 remaining, 12-4 the score. Two teams that like to play fast, that like to play aggressive, and I think we're seeing some of that now, where this has been a very physical game early on. Bo Bomarito fresh into the game defending on Wells. Hollis driving. He's going to have to do something with it here and instead turns it over. Stuck with the steal. Up court, lays it in, and an easy 2 for Nick Stuck.
Bad pass there by Hollis. Tried to drive inside. This Emory team, as I said before, is just stronger and can be better with fast pace. Case should not be trying to beat them inside.
Aggressive defense so far, and I think it's frustrated the Spartans a little bit here.
They need to get better floor spacing and get those three-pointers going.
Ionati driving, little floater is up, no good.
They're trying the same thing again and again. It's not working.
Rowley with the rebound there. Stuck to the outside, three-pointer Bomarito, no good. Bounces loose, tipped out, and possession will stay with the Eagles. Roman Williams back into the game. And then we'll see a couple freshmen for Case Western Reserve. Robert Fowler, who missed the last few games, and James Bittner both in. The outside, David a long 3, no good. Rowley, though, with the offensive rebound. Three-pointer on the way. This is Schneier, no good. And another offensive rebound for Rowley. No, rolls loose, and that's Fowler who comes away with it.
The disadvantage in terms of athleticism becoming more clear every minute here for the Spartans. Hopefully their shots can sink soon.
That's Hollis who works his way in. Little
Great
finger
play.
roll is good, and Michael Hollis with 4 points now. It's 14-6, back within 10.
What an excellent post player Michael Hollis is. Got to give him credit for improving so much from last season to this one as well.
Blocking foul called there. That'll go against James Bittner as you take another look at that one. And they're going to take a review here. So this will be reviewed to see what the contact looked like there. We'll take a quick break here while they conduct the review. We'll be back with you in about 30 seconds.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
And welcome back as we take another look at that play. And you can see, I think what they're looking at is that elbow. And we take another look at it.
Hard angle to see how much contact there was.
And I believe they're going to just call it a common foul there. And against the Spartans. So the original call stands. .13:31 to go, 14-6. Emory with the lead off the inbound. The jumper is good. Lawrence Rowley. Oh boy, tough team to stop. Kella on the outside, works it down low to Newton. On the outside, Bittner now will slow things up. James Bittner, the freshman point guard.
This is a strategy Case needs to implement. CWR needs to slow it down and try to get those 3-pointers.
Rowley with the kick on that one, so that'll reset the shot clock here. A couple extra seconds, I believe 15 on the shot clock.
Remember one of those...
Or 20, excuse me.
20, exactly. Remember one of those key features I mentioned that Case needs to implement is 3-point shooting. They're third in the UAA, only shot 1 today, 0 for 1. Let's hope they turn to that soon.
Bittner on the outside. I think it's an effort by the Spartans here to make sure they're controlling the pace of the game. And they've certainly kept this one within an arm's length, but Kella now with the jumper, that's good. Cuts it back down to 8.
Really good shot there. Exciting to see Kella capitalize on the nice floater.
To the outside, Bomarito driving in, and he's fouled. And if that's on Hollis, it's his second. Nope, they'll call it on Newton instead, and that will be his first. So Ryan Newton, the freshman, picks up his first foul. 15th foul against the Spartans. Rowley on the outside. Pass across. Beatty tries to work it in. That's Davitt. Davitt gets stopped, and they will call a 3-second violation.
Good defense there by the Spartans, protecting the paint.
Well, Davitt's been a little flustered so far in this one as you take another look at that play. But good defense by Ryan Newton, who's really played some solid basketball here today on the defensive end.
You're absolutely right about that one.
Pass up to Fowler, who runs in, can't get the shot to fall. Williams with the rebound. Keeps possession here after a couple loose dribbles. Now coming in to the outside, Schnare for 3, no good. Hollis gets the board. Passes up, that's Kella, deflected away, and Schnare gets the rebound, and as he's going out of bounds.
That pass has needed a little bit more on it to get to Kella.
He's able to get that one out to Beatty, now slowing things down. A shade is Emory. Into David. David working underneath the hoop. Comes to the near side, Schnare. Good ball movement here for Emory. 3-pointer David is up and out, no good.
David continually not being able to sink too many shots today, but as you said, great ball movement, great court spacing there by Emory.
Bittner. Bittner's getting some major minutes here, the Dallas, Pennsylvania native. And a little bit of an errant pass there, turned over. Some costly turnovers here early on for the Spartans. With 11:34 remaining, it's only an 8-point game. We really haven't seen that Emory offense, again, averaging 93 points a game this season. We really haven't seen them in all full gear yet. The outside, Beatty. Williams works it in, stuck with the jumper, no good. Tip back is good. Again,
Heads up play.
Rowley was the guy who hurt this Case Western Reserve team down in Atlanta. To found the other end, he scored 28, picked up 8 rebounds. Here he picks up a foul. And for Rowley, that will be his first foul of the game. They'll send Robert Fowler to the line. First one is good for Fowler, who is now 11 for 14 on the season from the free throw line. Limited minutes this season for Fowler, just 4.8 minutes per game. He hits them both, so we're back to an 8-point game. That's Williams coming in, loses the handle on it, might have been tipped by Volkening. Apparently was, as it goes out of play into the cheerleaders.
So much speed there from Williams. Remember, he's only 5'9", so he needs that speed and athleticism, but wow, does it show. You could barely even notice his lack of height.
Yeah, he is just so fast. Really does a great job penetrating, but can also hit the three. That time it's Schnarr who hits the layup. So a 10-point game again. We've been at about a 10-point differential now for the last couple of minutes. Teams going back and forth here. Hollis works his way in. Good matchup and goes over Williams. And it's back to 8.
As always, Hollis leading that offense inside.
6 points today for Hollis and a turnover there. Mason Johnson commits it. The freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona. Ryan Newton will take a seat, and coming into the game is Brady Flynn.
Obviously not ideal for Johnson. Now at a 1-to-3 assist-to-turnover ratio on the year. .33, not ideal, but as you said, a freshman needs time to adjust to this college game.
Fowler bringing the ball up court. Another freshman out there. One of 2 freshmen out on the court now along with Flynn. Volkening on the outside. Nice pass in from Kella. Kella into Flynn. Flynn puts the shot up, no good, gets his own rebound, rolls loose and picked up by Roman Williams. Driving in, shot blocked by Hollis. They'll call it a jump ball. That is a straight up two-handed block by Hollis.
All ball there.
I'll tell you what, it's been a good defensive effort today for Case Western Reserve as we take another look at that block. Hollis just almost cleanly grabbed that ball.
Wow.
Beatty on the outside. Off to Roman Williams. Quiet day for Roman Williams. Yet to score in this one. That's Beatty looking for his second 3 of the game, and he has it. 6 points for Jabario Beatty. Pardon me, 8 points now for Beatty.
Having a really strong game here for Emory.
Long jumper for Volkening is good. 2-point shot there. Cuts it back to a 9-point game. Coming back the other way is Stuck. Gives off to Rowley, and he is fouled on the way up. Well, the pace of this one picking up, but again, that favors the Eagles probably a little bit more than you would like as we take another look at that one.
You're absolutely right. The Spartans do play fast-paced basketball, but they don't have that strength and athleticism to compete with it from Emory, and Emory is incredibly fast-paced.
Good shooting team as well, and again, if you're Case Western Reserve, you can make those threes, but you have to be hitting threes to keep pace here. And so far today, hasn't been one of those. Really, the attempts from three-point range for Case haven't been there. Raleigh knocks down both, and it's an 11-point game again, 25-14. Hollis taking it up court. We see this a lot with the big man. He will play the points sometimes.
Gotta love it. Point forward.
Reminds me a little bit if you were a Louisville fan of watching Matt Padgett back in the day. Or pardon me, David Padgett, excuse me. Nice lob in. That's Hollis, a little bit too strong, though.
Unique pass there by Brady Flynn into Hollis. Just couldn't finish it.
From the outside, three-pointer. That's Schnarr for 3.
Contested shot, but Schnarr has been on his game recently, hitting shots for Emory.
Well, and Emory has as always, has the ability to add points quickly. That's a move that has been in their repertoire for years now. It's that little shovel pass back, and the big man shoots a 3. Schnarr, a guy who can nail him, and he did there. And that makes it a 28-14 lead with 8:57 to go. We'll take a quick break. Be back with you in a few minutes.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
And welcome back once again to Horsburgh Gymnasium. The pep band out of full force as we take a look at Michael Volkening's jumper just before the break. And Volkening, who has had his share of minutes here today, trying to get hot. It's a 14-point deficit, though, for the Spartans as Emory has heated things up here in the last few minutes.
It's always fun to see Volkening lead the offense, though, just because of that athleticism.
Nice pass into Newton. He misses the first shot. Second one is up and good. If you've been a fan of Emory basketball for a while, the guy who you can compare Brady Flynn to is 100% going to be one of a former Emory player by the name of Josh Shoddy. Very similar players, and if Flynn can be that kind of a player in his career, that'd be pretty ideal for the Spartans.
And
here.
obviously, Flynn just a freshman now, so he has a lot of time to improve and progress over time.
Another three, though, and with 8:15 to go, it's 31-16 as the long ball starting to drop for the Eagles. That's Volkening, and he knocks it down.
Just like his shot before the break. Really, really smooth sinking him.
13-point deficit now for the Spartans. See if they could get a stop here to the outside. Schnarr again for three. That time no good. Nice rebound pulled down by Rowley.
These rebounds are killing the Spartans. Emory has out-rebounded them by 10 already. Emory at 15 rebounds, Spartans at 5.
And some more bad news here for the Spartans as Michael Hollis picks up his second foul of the half. And likely he will have to head to the bench here. Let's see. He's going to stay in for now, it appears. He'll have to play careful, though. Goes up and gets that rebound. For Hollis, his second rebound of the game. And he gets called for the travel on the other end. Not happy with that call. See Jason Zimmerman there, the 12th-year head man for the Eagles.
It's always fun to compare coaching styles because Todd McGinnis is much more quiet compared to the vocal Zimmerman.
That may be because we're on this side of the bench. I've sat on the other side, too. And Todd could be heard at times, too. He's a little reserved today, though. Davitt working his way in. And the rebound, nice defense again. Newton has played tremendous defense in the post. That's Volkening. Kicked out. Ionati fakes the three, now steps back and will pass off to Nally. And the Spartans will reset on the outside. Just over 7 minutes remaining in the opening half. Ionati driving in. Ball bounced up in the air. Shot clock running low. Good job by Newton to keep possession. 7 on the shot clock. Step back jumper is up, no good. Rebound will be pulled down on the play by Schnarr, who's had himself a nice day. Three-pointer on the way, no good. That was Luke Morrison, the sophomore out of Bristol, Indiana. And a foul there will go against Matt Davitt. A little bit of a struggle here today for the hometown product, Davitt.
Right about that one, that'll be Davitt's second foul of the day. Not doing too much offensively either.
Well, Davitt's a guy who averages double figures a game, second on the team with 16.7 points per game, and has done most of that off the bench. As a turnover there, Hansen was surprised that was called. It's a 13-point game. Spartans need to make a run here soon at the risk of this game getting out of hand.
Absolutely right about that one.
Driving to the interior, stuck with the jumper. Might have been deflected there. Rebound pulled down by Newton. Volkening wasting a little time into the lane, the paint, the layup, no good, a little too strong.
Love to see the effort, though. Spartans need more of that from him today.
Another rebound there for Schnarr, his fourth of the game. Three-pointer on the way. Schnarr with the board, puts it back. It's good. Matthew Schnarr, 6'4", 195 pounds, but boy, plays bigger than that.
It is really crazy to learn he's only 6'4" and is considered a guard. Because when you watch him play, it does not seem like a guard is playing.
Well, you can see right now he's kind of playing. I don't know if he's necessarily playing the post position, but he's certainly playing down low defensively.
Yeah.
And he's just one of those versatile players that you can move around the court.
Absolutely.
Ainati on the outside. Kick far to Hansen with 5 on the shot clock, driving in. No good. Good defense once again, that time Clay Washburn defending.
Newton tried getting his hand in there on the transition, couldn't get the steal.
Stuck with the jumper, and a timeout called by Case Western Reserve, and it is a full timeout. 35-18 the score, 17-point lead. Emory has opened up here with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. We'll take a break and be back with you in a few minutes.
Inspired by the 60s, Dave's Cosmic Subs is spreading love around the world one sub at a time. Voted the best in Cleveland, Dave's Cosmic Subs uses only the freshest ingredients, all wrapped in the history of rock and roll. Dave's Cosmic Subs are perfect for any occasion, especially your next Spartan athletics gathering. Visit Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry or call 216-320-0330 for delivery. There's only one legendary sub, and that's Dave's.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Spartans with the ball off the timeout, trailing by 17, 35-18. Hansen dribbling in, and a turnover there.
As this half's gone on, we've seen some demoralization set in for the Spartans. It's clear. Lack of effort on the offensive end at times.
Regan Moeller now into the game. The junior missed all of last season. Williams on the outside, working against Jack Vasilini, who's into the game for the first time today. Vasilini now working against Schnarr. Off to Beatty. Beatty, nice move. Now dribbles in, little layup is up, no good. Rebound pulled down, but a foul will be called there and will go against Schnarr. And that will be his second foul, and that's a big second foul. So the score remains 35-18, 4:25 left to play in the opening half. Again, the Spartans need to take a bite out of this one pretty soon here. It's a young lineup out there right now for the Spartans, with Vasilini and Wells on the floor, both freshmen, and then sophomore Antonio Ainati and a pair of juniors, Hollis and Moeller. This is Moeller with the ball on the outside. Moeller working his way in. Step back, pass out, that's Wells. Wells working his way to the middle. Nice pass into Hollis, who's playing with 2 fouls. Kick out three-pointer. Vasilini is good. Jack Vasilini, the freshman out of Buffalo Grove, Illinois.
Only his second three-pointer of the season. Great to see at an important time in the game, too. Spartans still have a chance to catch up, but they need to make a run at the end of this half.
That one cut the advantage to 14. See if they could get a stop here. 3:40 left in the first half. Driving in, and that will be an offensive foul. I believe against Bo Bomarito it is, as we take another look.
That's a hard call to make. I could easily see that being a blocking foul on the Spartans as well.
The question, too, is if he was inside the restricted zone there.
Yeah, I think he might have been. I'm questioning if his feet were set as well.
Yeah. 3.5 to play now. Hollis on the inside. kick out. This is Wells. Wells driving in. Layup is up. No good. Offensive rebound. Hollis. Kick out Ionati. 3 is good. Antonio Ionati knocks down the 3. That's 6 straight for the Spartans, and they trimmed it down to an 11-point game. Well, this might be the start of the run we were looking for here.
Absolutely. Ionati, a key player. When he's hot, the whole team seems to have a spark.
Roman Williams misses. Rebound comes long to Washburn. Washburn long jumper. That's no good. And we'll go out of bounds. And again, Case Western Reserve gets the basketball back and a chance to once again pull back within single digits.
The rebounding is still killing the Spartans. Emory easily could have closed on that one. CWRU only averages 4 fewer rebounds per game, but today they're at about 8 or 9 fewer than Emory already.
Spartans trying to heat up from the outside. This is Wells who goes up against Rowley and takes him to the hoop and makes it a 9-point game, 35-26. So all of a sudden, the young guns for the Spartans trying to pick things up here.
Great to see.
And they will count that basket, I believe. They do, and 1. And that is how Roman Williams can hurt you as we take another look at that one.
Absolute beast inside and when it comes to driving. Wow. Excellent play. That being said, the Eagles haven't made very many lineup changes today, and I'm starting to wonder if these starters with them are getting a little bit tired. They've been in for a while. This could be why the Spartans are able to take advantage a little bit.
Free throw no good, and Hollis pulls it down. Again, you need to finish the period strong if you're Case Western Reserve. You have about 2.5 minutes left here, starting to feel the heat a little bit.
Ending the half at single-digit differential would be fantastic for Case Western Reserve.
This is Vasilani on the outside, now into Ionati. Ionati step back, kicks out to Hollis. Hollis back out to Vasilani, takes the 3. That's good. Jack Vasilani, his second 3 of the game, tries for the steal here, but Williams comes away with it. Now driving into the lane, loses a handle on it. It's taken away by Ionati. 8-point game, 37-29. Spartans with possession. Just under 2 minutes left in the opening half. Driving in is Wells. Wells kick out, far side. Now it's out to Moeller. Moeller driving in. Moeller looking for the kick out. He'll reset with 15 seconds left. Ionati slowing things down, and that one will get into the backcourt. Vasilani tracks it down, but it's a backcourt violation.
Spartans obviously pushing the pace there a little bit. Got to give Jack Vasilani some credit as well. He has tripled his total 3-point field goals made on the season today alone. That being said, it would have been great for another bucket there instead of turning the ball over.
That one's stolen away. Wells takes it. Open path to the hoop. Cuts in. Layup no good. Well, sometimes your eyes can get big on those, and I think Wells, who had a chance for an easy 2, unable to convert. Now Rowley knocks that one down. Well, that's a big 4-point swing right there.
Yeah, you're right about that. Lawrence Rowley, the key piece for Emory today, along with, of course, Roman Williams. Those two leading the charge against the Spartans.
Well, Williams actually, until those free throws, I believe, held without a point. Rowley now with 8 points. But again, Williams' speed changes the game when you watch him.
Yeah. Completely agree. It's what he does with the ball, whether it be not measured statistically, passing, scoring. Usually it's very interesting to see. But overall, the momentum isn't fully against the Spartans right now. They have some going into the half. They can get another 3 or 2, make this game even closer for the half.
The second of 2 threes by Vasilani. And as you see there, knocking that one down, the freshman getting some playing time today. You know, sometimes you could get a guy like Vasilani who probably really isn't in the opposing team scouting report, and it's very easy to lose track of that guy, especially if he has the hot hand in a given day.
Absolutely.
To the outside, Ionati, 3-pointer. Yes! Antonio Ionati made 5 3-pointers against Emory the first time the two teams played. He has his second of the day there. It's back down to a 7-point game, 39-32.
After those missed free throws, it's easy to get concerned about Ionati, but excellent since.
Roman Williams can't hit it.
Again.
Hollis and the Spartans with about a 7-second differential. Looks like they will hold here, not probably for the last shot, but will certainly limit things and limit Emory's chances down the stretch. A good move here. If you could get a basket here, this could really change what the second half looks like for you. Ionati, he's had the hot hand lately. On the outside, good pass in, bounces off of Hollis's chest though. Williams comes away with it. Plenty of time now for the Eagles, who have 10 seconds left. Stuck will control things from the outside. Pick thrown by Rowley. Now Stuck launches the jumper well short. Rebound comes long. Bomarito gets it, shoots, no good. And we will go into halftime, 39-32 the score, as Case Western Reserve down 7. And frankly, it could have been worse. The Spartans, who really came on strong at the end of the half, had a nice finish to the period and some good three-point shooting at the end. We'll be joined by head coach Todd McGinnis here as he comes over. And you know, Coach, you guys seem to get the feel of things from the three-point range a little bit better as the half went on, particularly the end of the first half. You had some really nice contributions from Ionati and from Vasilini from the outside.
I'm just looking at myself. See,
that's okay.
All right.
You want to compare ties?
No.
I like yours better, but.
Listen, if we can make some layups, we'd probably be winning here. So there's at least 7, 8 layups, like wide open, that I can think of that are just we got to make. We steal it in transition, and we miss, and Roman's really good, and they come down to get a layup. You know, that's the stuff that's killing us right now. Just finishing, just finishing plays that we need to make because you're open. Like, you're open against these guys because they want to play offense really fast.
Talk a bit about the defensive effort from the team today against a really good offensive team in Emory. I think you guys have played really well so far, particularly in the post. Talk about your defensive goals coming into the game if you think you've kind of met those so far.
Yeah, we're doing all right. The problem is Kev, can I see those? I might be able to give you an answer if I have stats. Kevin, can I see those? Thank you. I think we're doing all right. We limited to 5 threes. The biggest problem we're having is just we got to score, because if you don't score, it's layups. If we don't score, it's layups. And when we make shots, we look great. And we don't. But we're doing all right. We have forced them into 8 turnovers. They forced us into some bad turnovers, which should never happen because their defense is a little fake. They want to play for 8 seconds, and then you just got to be able to handle the switches. We're doing a good job. We could be down 20 right now, so I'm going to run out of timeouts.
Well, Coach, get on over there. Thank you again, and we will see you after the game. Once again, the score coming into halftime here, 39-32, 7-point lead for Emory.